Are you an excellent consultant, agency owner? Maybe you're in IT, you have a marketing agency, you are a consultant of some kind, a B2B coach, and you don't have a $50,000 rinse and repeat offer? Then this video is for you. My name is Carden, and I help experts create high-end premium businesses. And it starts with a great $50,000 offer. Now, I remember 15 years ago when I came into the coaching and consulting space, my first business coach said, if you don't have a $50,000 offer, you can't sell it. And at that time, I really didn't know what I would sell for $50,000 because I wasn't really exposed to it. But now, after years of helping so many people do this in their business, I have found that this is a game changer, because if you think about it, you only need $50,000 sales to hit $1 million. So you can add $1 million, maybe you can break through that $1 million mark if you're stuck under $1 million, and you can do it with a $50,000 rinse and repeat offer. So I want to talk about, first of all, the mindset around this. If you're exceptional at what you do, you probably have a $50,000 rinse and repeat offer already sitting inside of you that you're just not leveraging. You're not taking advantage of your expertise and your brilliance, and you're not using this to really make those big financial leaps in your business. If you think about an IT professional, for example, they're already going in and trying to get big engagements in most cases with companies or with organizations, but they're probably giving away a lot of the assessment or the front end work that they do. And what they could be doing is charging $50,000 cash, by the way, send the invoice. They could be charging $50,000. I like to call this a gateway offer, an expert gateway offer. And if they charge the $50,000 up front, that could be an assessment, that could be some sort of a strategy. It's all around how you package and position this, and it's the perception that you're giving to the client. And even if that client didn't turn into a 6 or a multi-6 or even a 7-figure client, you still have not left money on the table because you've been able to capture that $50,000 up front. And in a lot of cases, you're already giving this service away. So why not just create a $50,000 expert gateway offer, and then you're not leaving money on the table, even if that client doesn't move forward with you. So that's one way to use it. The other way to use it is to have a rinse and repeat offer so that it's scalable. So it's something that you can sell over and over again. I've helped multiple people be able to do this. For example, maybe you sell some sort of branding. You're a marketing agency and you do branding. You could put together a $50,000 package that you could sell over and over again. So this becomes a simpler business model, and it helps you be able to scale your business much faster with a lot more simplicity. Now, as I've helped clients do this, it's been a game changer for them in their business. I think about one of my clients, Amy. She was stuck in the funnel trap. She was selling something low ticket, way below her skill set, way below her brilliance and her knowledge. And she was frustrated because she was working with the wrong clients. She wasn't loving her business, and her brilliance was really hidden in the business model that she had. And so when we started working together, we really defined what her expertise was and what she could be doing differently. And once we uncovered that and figured out what that was that would be so high value to the market, she went out and in 1 week, she made a connection on LinkedIn and she sold them a $50,000 offer. And it literally was like, send the invoice. Yes, we want this. And on top of that, they turned into over a 6-figure client or 6-figure engagement. When I did this with one of my clients she had a social media agency and she wanted to step into being a strategic partner. She wanted to be an advisor. She knew she was giving away a lot of her brilliance. She was giving away a lot of value with her clients, and she was giving it away for free. And she said, I know that what I am doing with them is highly valuable. I just don't know how to put this together so that I could go and sell this. So we put together a really compelling offer that she could sell for $52,000. She went back to an existing client where she was already doing work for them, but not at the level that she could have been, making a few $1,000s a month off of this client. She went back and showed them her new consulting offer, her advisory offer. They immediately said yes. And that turned into a $413,000 client. She was already giving it away. In fact, they said, we didn't even know you could do this. Like, we didn't even know that this was anything you knew how to do. That is my point. You're probably giving away something that is so highly valuable to your business, and it's really just leaving money on the table. Another way that you can do this is if you are charging by the hour or you're charging by the day, to put together an offer that's more signature, that's at that $50,000 range, and it's rinse and repeat. And again, this could be an upfront assessment, a strategy. There's so many ways to package this depending on who your ideal clients are. But look, if you're not doing this, you're missing opportunity. So I really want to encourage you to do a $50,000 offer. It comes down to perception. What is the perception? What is the high perceived value of what it is you are giving them for the $50,000? It has to be compelling. It has to be something that they really want and would value. And then if you understand how to turn that into a transformational offer, as I teach my clients to do, that becomes your front end. That's why I like to call it an expert gateway offer. It opens the door, number one, to more clients, because you'll have more people who want that front end offer when it's positioned in the right way with the right message. You'll have more people that want that. So if you have that packaged in the right way, you'll get more yeses for people wanting to talk to you and wanting to buy from you. But even if it didn't turn into a six or a multi-six figure or even higher engagement, you now have sold that $50,000 offer. And again, it can be rinse and repeat. One of the things that I see that keeps people from doing this is really their mindset, or they just don't know how. Now, 15 years ago, when my coach said, if you don't have a $50,000 offer, you can't sell it, it was a matter of I wasn't exposed to that yet. I didn't realize what that would entail. And often people think a $50,000 offer would mean more delivery. But what I have found is that these higher end clients really aren't looking for more deliverables. They are looking for a result or an outcome. They're looking for a trusted partner. It's all how you position this and how you sell it. Now, if you're a coach, you can create a $50,000 rinse and repeat offer that can be your core business, and you go all in on that. And when you do that, again, it takes less to be able to hit that $1 million mark. 20 clients at 50,000. And look, if someone doesn't buy your 50,000, you can always downsell them. But when you start at a $50,000 rinse and repeat offer, you will get more traction in your business when it's positioned and packaged in the right way. You'll get more people wanting to talk to you and have conversations. And so the opportunity for you to sell more clients into this will be higher. Now, there's one other piece that I really want to talk about. This should be a cash offer. And what I mean by that is you want to be able to get paid in full. Imagine if even once a month you brought in one $50,000 client with a rinse and repeat offer. If you did that every month, look at the business you have, or look at the revenue you've added to your business by the end of the year. And when you set it up so that they're paying you in cash, you now have just added $50,000 to your monthly revenue. That's significant. That can go a long way to helping to scale your business and do other things in your business. When you're selling something where you're taking little bitty payments over time, that does not give you the cash flow to be able to really grow and scale your business. So there are a lot of ways that you can get paid in cash. You can have a third-party funding company. This is what I teach my clients to do. Instead of being the bank, I teach them how to set up with a funding company. So now that funding company can give better payment options, can fund it, but my client gets paid that $50,000 in full. That's a big change. If you bring in 2 clients a month at your $50,000 rinse and repeat, you've just added $100,000 a month to your business. There's not a business out there that this would not impact, especially if you're on the smaller side. If you're a boutique agency or you're a consultant and you don't have a huge team. So are you leaving this money on the table? Again, let's say somebody doesn't take your $50,000, could you sell them at 25? Even if you got a cash injection of $25,000 that hit your bank account, it would still have an impact on your business. So I see so much money being left out of businesses and left on the table because they don't have a $50,000 rinse and repeat offer. Now, if you like what I've talked about, if you think, wow, I would love to have an expert gateway offer that would lead me to 6 or multiple 6-figure clients or even higher, I would love to have that. I would love to know how to do that. Or if you're someone that says, you know what, it's time for me to level up. The results that I deliver my clients, the impact I have to my clients, I deserve to be making more money. I deserve to be getting paid in cash. I deserve to be able to grow my business. If that interests you, then we should have a conversation. And if you are a consultant who really wants to get that cash injection up front, or you want to be able to just sell something over and over again that's very signature, and you want to be able to work with more clients without more deliverables, without the hustle and grind, then this is a great strategy for you. You can step into a trusted advisor role versus being the doer or the extra pair of hands. And when you start a relationship with a client off as a trusted advisor and partner, guess what? The entire engagement will go differently than if you go in and you charge by the hour or charge by the day, or kind of sell yourself like almost like another employee to their business or an extra pair of hands. So how you start that relationship at the very beginning will change how that relationship goes in the future if you do sign them up for something more transformational. So starting as a strategic partner, not giving away strategy, but selling the strategy. See, this is really your highest value. It's not the stuff. It's not the stuff you're delivering. Your highest value is your expertise. It's your thinking. It's your brilliance. When you don't sell this in your business, you're missing huge opportunity. So look, if anything that I've talked about really inspires you and you're like, oh my gosh, I want a $50,000 rinse and repeat offer that I can sell over and over again, that can either lead to bigger engagements, or it can just be something that I sell over and over again without getting stuck in the hustle and grind so I can scale my business, then we should have a conversation. I want you to either drop a comment, 50K, in the comments, or I want you to book a call with me at acarden.com. acarden.com. We'll have a conversation around how you can do this in your business. And I have to tell you, anyone that is excellent at what they do and they target the right audience, are ready to level up their game, can do this. They can do this. You can do this. So if your mind is going, oh, I don't know if I can do this. What would I sell at 50,000? Well, yes, then let's have a conversation, because that is my zone of genius, to pull that brilliance out of people, help them package, market, and sell that so that they can make bigger financial leaps. And look, here's the deal. If I can help a mindset coach who was charging $1,500 close a $50,000 client, I think I can help you. So let's have a conversation, and I will talk to you soon. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.